That will do. Pig. What? You know, at one point we should just like pause and pretend to be buffering.
You know that thing like Adam Buxton had on Buzzcocks with the...
Cool.
Alright, here we go.
We're live.
We're live. Hey, welcome to the slightly late starting Film Chat Oscars live stream. You may not be familiar with us. My name is Sam. This is Danny.
Hello.
We're joined by Dan Knoll, who's our tech wizard who's setting this thing up. And is also a very entertaining, interesting person in his own right. I'm sure will contribute a lot. So, we're going to be talking through the Oscars. I'm looking forward to getting our first viewer. I think that's going to be a big moment for us. Remember that you can comment on it, I think, if you're watching it, right? And we'll know.
Yeah, I've got my phone open here.
Dan's going to be reading out the comments. The many comments.
Don't
get stressed if there's too many comments. If they're coming in too quickly, don't worry. We can just filter on the fly.
Yeah.
Okay, Firefox.
There you go.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's do this. So should we start at the bottom? Are we going to go up like last time? So we're going to start with the most boring categories, and then make our way through to the more interesting categories. I'm wondering if I will be able to remember the BAFTAs and how different they are.
Yeah.
Let's see where the Oscars care about different stuff. So the first two categories are original and adapted screenplays.
Original screenplays in Manchester by the Sea, a bit of a lock-in at this point. Everyone smart money's on.
Probably, yeah. That seems like one that La La Land would not take, and it's sort of tied of...
Well, did La La Land win that one of the BAFTAs?
No, it was Manchester by the Sea.
Again.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably is going to be Manchester by the Sea, isn't it? I'm glad that the Lobster is in there.
I read the other day that
Didn't that film come out in 2015? Is a bit like a
Did it come out 2015?
late nomination?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it like a delayed American release?
Maybe, yeah, it's probably that.
Someone pointed out the other day, I think on Twitter, actually definitely on Twitter, that's the only place I get my information.
That's what these out.
That the best Oscar films, or films that are nominated for Oscars, are ones that got Best Screenplay nomination but never got Best Picture nomination. So that counts like The Lobster, 20th Century Women, those two in that list. But those are the films that will probably last a bit longer than Hacksaw Ridge.
Right,
or,
yeah.
I don't know what else is, or Hidden Fences. I'm like that MTV reporter.
Hidden Fences.
Yeah, Hidden Fences.
Starring Samuel L. Jackson. Kanye West.
You not see that when someone said that to John Legend?
Oh yeah, I did
water,
remember that. Yeah,
you hear the Hidden Fences.
Oh god, it's so embarrassing. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I thought that was a reference to some past occasion where somebody thought that Samuel L. Jackson was Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh yeah.
There was some interview where they were congratulating him on his work in The Matrix or something, and he's absolutely found it hilarious.
They're both very distinctive looking, especially Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, they look completely different to each other.
But I mean, it's not
to the extent that you must be a flaming racist to confuse them.
I could see Mark Wahlberg and Matt Damon or something like that. They kind of look similar-ish, but Lawrence Fishburne is very distinctive looking.
Yeah,
I've never seen anyone who looks like him.
Except for Charlie Brooker.
Apart from Charlie Brooker, yeah.
That's the only that you can understand.
Yeah.
If he was interviewing Charlie Brooker, and he's like, "I loved you in The Matrix," or if he was interviewing Lawrence Fishburne, and he's like, "How'd you come up with that Prime Minister fucking the pig story or whatever?"
That'd be completely understandable.
That would be completely understandable. Fishburne probably gets it all the time. What's going on?
I'm going to share it.
3 views.
3 views. That's good. Was that just the 3 of us? Does it know that 3 people are watching, and it's the people who are talking?
Yeah.
Damn, it's sophisticated.
God damn, it knows its shit.
Well, do you guys want to share it on yours as well?
Yes, I do want to do that. A bit of live promotion of what's currently happening.
Well, we should probably keep talking while Dan's typing.
No, you just watch.
Look, this is contemporary media landscape stuff. is like watch a video of us promoting the video on Facebook.
This is like if Samuel
the
Beckett
video is
was
just-
alive today.
It'd be a whole play. The whole play would be like about a playwright promoting his own play.
Yeah.
That that is the play that you were currently paying to watch, and that no one would see the play, but that would be part of it. So, all right, I'm going to return to this page.
Yeah.
So, it's probably going to be Manchester by the Sea, adapted screenplay.
Moonlight.
Probably Moonlight.
Moonlight.
It might
Wait a
be-
second, Moonlight, that was an original screenplay at the BAFTAs, and it's an adapted screenplay at the Oscars.
Was it? Because
Yeah.
it was always definitely adapted.
It's definitely adapted, yeah, no, it seemed like a bit of a cheeky move. I don't know what it was doing under
That's
original.
so weird. So what criteria were they assessing it on?
Who can say?
Well, this
Who can
is like
say?
part of maybe something that we'll pick up on the other categories of like what constitutes like what are the boundaries of the categories anymore? Because they're just whatever you put in for whatever category,
Yeah.
right? It's a bit like when we're getting to supporting actors. Like if
Yeah,
someone's a
it's
supporting
it's
actor,
very
like,
blurry.
like who's Dev Patel supporting? Who's the lead in that movie if he's the supporting actor?
Yeah. He's
Like-
supporting himself as a child.
Yeah, exactly. The kid's the lead.
Yeah.
Like in the same way, adapted screenplay. It's
Young
like,
me is a...
It's like every screenplay is an adapted screenplay if you think about it. Or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like there doesn't seem to be particularly strong definitions of what is and isn't.
Well,
allowed,
perhaps
so-
they're stronger at the Oscars than they are at the BAFTAs or whatever. Because these are all genuine adaptations, I think, aren't they?
Yeah,
This is all
very
Yeah.
diverse. Apart from Arrival, the whitest film ever.
Mm,
Apart from
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
that's true.
Token-
the diversity
token,
is like species
And
wise.
the
Chinese guy.
yeah,
But he's
Oh, the
evil,
Chinese,
right?
the Chinese general. He's
Yeah.
not evil. He helps.
he helps in the end.
But isn't he
He's like-
initially evil?
Yeah.
Like,
It's kind of Martian missiles and-
whisper my wife's dying words to me in the past or something. Whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Bit of an odd moment in the movie.
Wouldn't it be great if like
It was don't nuke.
if it was something like
Didn't make sense at the time.
if it was actually something you could like quite easily guess, like by Han or something. It was
Yeah.
see you in heaven. Holy, you must have traveled in time to have told me that.
I love you.
So what was
How do
hidden?
you know my wife said that to me?
What was Hidden Figures based on? Was that a book?
Yes, I believe it was a non-fiction book about the black women who helped NASA with their maths.
Yeah.
So yeah, Moonlight seems like a good pick in terms of likelihood. What would you guys like to win? What would you like to
Well,
see
that's
win?
what it's always is, right? It's like you've got to think about what will win rather than what you want to win. You kind of have to sort of check your baggage at the door.
I'm keeping my baggage with me. I'm taking it as a carry-on.
Yeah.
And
I've only seen La La Land, The Lobster, and Transcendental Women. I quite like The Lobster to win just because it's so weird. Like,
Yeah.
That would be great.
I've only
yeah.
seen 2 of those films.
I think that like the more diversity in who wins awards, the better, right?
you don't want the
I
same.
think you feel like you
people.
should spread the love a little bit. So I think you should get a bonus if you're nominated for one category. You should get extra credit, and by that rationale, The Lobster and 20th Century Women would both be good picks. Although I haven't seen 20th Century Women, The Lobster script is good. As for adapted, I don't know, probably got to be Moonlight. Although
Moonlight.
I haven't seen the middle 3 of these films.
Yeah.
Where's Tim Rogers? That guy.
Tim?
Tim, are you there in this room or in the internet?
Line, like,
He's in
it's
it.
like everyone said like the first half's much better. So I'd say it's not a consistently
Not as
great
good.
script
Yeah.
because it drags in the second half.
Do you think Arrival will win anything?
Hmm.
It kind of seems like it's this. I don't know. I was really impressed with it at the time, but I think it's maybe been a little bit sort of eclipsed now. And sort of like
Maybe it's like everyone's
the
like
awards.
third favorite or second favorite.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Wasn't like these movies like if they don't have best actor nominations, they fall by the wayside because there's literally no face for the campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no one knows what Denny Vinard looks like. They want to book him on a chat show, and Amy
Yeah.
Adams got snubbed, and there's no.
Outrageous snubbing.
She's like she doesn't scream or like cry, so you don't know if she's acting or
Yeah.
not.
She looks a bit sad.
Yeah.
That's all she does.
Same with like 20th Century Women, like Annette Bening got snubbed, and so there's nobody to promote the film. You know, no one's going to book
Yeah.
Mike Mills on Jimmy Kimmel or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good
So
point.
if you don't have actors to sell your wares, it's by the
Can
wayside.
I get on your Wi-Fi?
Yeah, absolutely, you may. If you wander out into the corridor and find the modem, the password is on the back. Dan's gone, so I hope nothing happens urgently while he's out.
Anyway, God, I hate Dan.
Yes, I hate Dan.
That's his fucking problem.
Um, visual effects.
Wow.
Interesting that an animated movie is nominated for this category.
The Jungle Book.
No, Cuba and the Two Strings, so I guess the Jungle Book kind of counts.
It's like the whole movie. Isn't like the Jungle Book actually like animation? Only that kid is real. Everything else is fake.
Everything else is fake except for the kid, yes.
Is that?
Is
Is that technically how?
But a lot of it is like mocap and stuff, right?
No, I don't think it was.
Well, there's that bit when, I'm just remembering from the BAFTA ceremony when it was up for visual effects.
Yeah.
And he's being passed along by the monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a bunch of dudes in
Yeah.
lycra.
But there was no. It wasn't like Andy Serkis style.
It
No,
wasn't.
they-
They didn't have like Idris Elba crawling about,
Nah,
pretending to be a tiger.
I think he just did it for a sound booth.
They probably mocapped Walken's orangutan, King Louis, didn't they? Probably.
Probably.
Because he's human S-shape.
And then visual effects.
Oh, we have a comment, people.
Comment.
Someone's watching. Someone's commented.
LJ commented on your video.
We're going to find out
She
what the
said-
comment is.
What? It's not a trained bear.
I think this is. She's commenting on a discussion about the Jungle Book, that it's animated.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm aware, it is not a trained bear. And
It's a
that's
shame.
why, unfortunately, they didn't just cover Bill Murray in hair and just let him loose in a real jungle.
Yeah. Can
Can
they give Rogue One, Star Wars story, an Academy Award? Because is that it? I feel that would be saying that the Peter Cushing thing worked if they gave it an award.
I think they should give it.
It
I
was
think they should give it
endorsing
the
it.
award just for all of the special effects work that was like cut one day before release of the film. You know? Like someone had to, judging by all the stuff in the trailers, like
Yeah.
they put a ton of work into photorealistic effects that were then cut.
Yeah.
So I think it should win. Get a pity award. I don't know. I think Jungle Book is probably going to win this. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I
it's
don't
real.
think I don't care how many like hundreds of technicians died of exhaustion trying to get Cushing's paws exactly like accurate.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. I don't think it's going to win. I think people found it too weird. I haven't seen Deepwater Horizon, so I don't know. But like, can an exploding oil rig be as spectacular as a talking bear? No. No, it can't be. Sound mixing. We were talking about this a bit on the BAFTAs thing.
These are loud movies.
We were basically speculating that the loudest film wins, and Arrival is very loud. It's got really loud sound effects, and it's hard to turn up the volume that high.
Yeah.
It's not easy to do that.
They probably used VLC because you can go up to like 200%.
They probably did use VLC. Most programs, you have to stop at 100%. On VLC, 100% is the middle only.
Yeah.
You can go up much higher. So,
That's the one they used.
and the other films, they didn't use that. They just used Windows Media Player to do their sound mixing.
Is a lot of the sound mixing that good? Because I swear, like, sometimes... Are they singing live or were they lip syncing?
I think they did.
Yeah. As I
Yeah,
swear
I'm
there's
not
a
sure,
few
actually.
moments where it's not... I mean, maybe that's not the sound. That's an unfixable problem.
I think in La La Land, you can't always understand what they're saying, but I think it's got more to do with the fact that like the words are just empty guff that doesn't affect the film.
Oh, come on. What about the song at the beginning? It's a sunny day in a place.
Get on
and
board.
Get on board.
This movie's gonna be so happy.
Fun
Everybody's
time
gonna-
in day.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be so happy in the traffic jam. It's actually winter. Psych. Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually winter. Who knows what it's called?
It's actually winter.
It's actually winter. It's so warm.
Arrival. I put my money on Arrival.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, we skipped to visual effects already.
We skip visual. You missed it, Dan.
Okay.
We had the discussion, and we're certainly not going back to have it again. So I am going to go with my notions about the underserved films should win, and by that rationale, 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi should win. Not only for having an incredible sound mix, probably, but also for being a film that showed this side of America that I think people don't see enough. The heroism of the soldiers, the brave soldiers,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
trying to, do the things that the boring suits won't let them do. Like, they're like, oh, you can't save America because my orders didn't come through yet. And the guys are like, fuck you, I'm just going to save America. So that's why that film should win, in my opinion.
I don't know, with sound mixing and sound design and stuff, like with Star Wars now, it's kind of like you just get the sort of starter kit, right, of like the pew pew sound effects and lightsaber noises. It's just sort of like,
that's a good point.
You know,
how different are they?
You've already got it like as a setting on like a mixing board or whatever.
Yeah.
And you just go like,
especially because this is before.
I assume that's probably dismissing hundreds of hours of work.
No, but I know what you mean. Like,
there's some guy who makes every pew sound slightly different depending on like how far it travels, what it bounces off.
Exactly,
you know, whether they're pewing through a metal hallway or out in the open, and he just changes it. Yeah. Can I ask someone more knowledgeable and more dorky than me what the difference is between editing and mixing and why they require two separate awards? Why isn't it just sound?
Well, I think our friend Emily's watching this now, who is a sound mixer, and she's probably flipping.
Well, what? But like, I'm not suggesting that it's spurious. I'm just genuinely wondering, like, can it be possible for a film to have unbelievably good sound mixing, but like extraordinarily poor sound editing?
Yeah, I guess like sound.
What would be the example of that?
Sound mixing is kind of just like the various levels. You think of like it as on like an album where like, you know, the guitar's coming through really clear or the vocals aren't clear or something like that.
That'd be bad
mixing, and the editing is kind of like the stitching together of the actual audio, you know, from take to take and what have you.
How can you, watching a film, how can you judge how good the sound editing was?
Like, sound editing. I was going to say, like, Christopher Nolan's movies have bad sound mixes.
You can judge how good... yeah, I can understand that. I can understand why you...
I guess maybe that's why it's a whole one to judge, because it's like, if you've done your job well, no one realises.
Yeah.
Like, unless there's, like, a very obvious bit of sound design, like The Godfather or something.
Like, why is it that Sully has got a nom for this, but...
Because when he lands in that lake or whatever...
There's so many complex noises to add together.
Yeah, there's the engine noise, there's...
Hudson Lake.
There's Tom Hanks going...
Tom Hanks' grunts, like exertions. That's one of the things that I was really conscious of watching...
You know, all those noises.
When I was watching John Wick Chapter 2,
yeah.
I was really conscious of the... what it would be like if you couldn't see it and you were just listening to the soundtrack of the movie, and it's just like John Wick and one of the guys going for like a long time. Like the fight's going on for a long time, and they're quite wrestling-y, you know.
You just get rid of all of the audio effects after that.
Well, that's kind of how it sounds anyway. If you just sort of looked away from the screen, it'd just be like grunts, constant grunts. So maybe that'll get a nom next year.
Yeah, but like sound editing, I guess, is like putting the sounds where. So it's really just sort of like, you know, you put the explosion noise where there's an explosion or whatever. But
would you say that it's a category that you can make a judgment about from watching the film?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think watching Silence, I think had some very weird sound editing.
Oh yeah,
and
what's an example?
There were lots of like bits of like where it was very obvious that like they'd like slotted in another audio take from like ADR. The sound mixing was kind of weird, and like bits of like lines of dialogue getting like cut off and stuff. I don't know. Did you? Have you both seen it?
Yeah.
Some of that.
Maybe you're more changeless than real, Dan. I just like the explosions.
I loved it. My favourite thing about Silence was the explosions.
Yeah.
It's a bit, It's unfortunate for a film called Silence to have a bad sound.
Yeah.
Because the whole movie is drawing your attention to sound.
Yeah.
But from its title.
Yeah.
And from everything else about it.
And its plot.
and its plot and story and script.
And everything about it. Short film, obviously, Le Femme est litre.
Isn't Sing a full-length film? And it's also an animated film, not live action.
I think it's just the same title.
Right. Yeah. Are you sure it wasn't just a
Time
kind of
Code released
bit of a
like
kind
15
of...
years ago?
Yeah, right. I'm not sure about this. Time Code is 15 years old, and that was a full-length movie. And Sing is like an animated feature.
It's amazing it got nominated.
So I think it's a bit sneaky, isn't it?
This is like Viola Davis for Best Supporting Actress. Just He's putting an actual feature
Yeah,
film
that's-
as best short.
I mean, I'll allow you some leeway, but I think a 15-year-old feature-length film is a bit much for short film live action. Even if it did have a cool gimmick where there's like 4 different things going at once. It's that movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some kind of film where there's like 4 films that you're watching simultaneously.
I don't know because I'm confused now because there's definitely a movie which is like time something, in which Paul Walker goes back in time.
Oh yeah, Paul Walker goes back in time
Yeah.
to like work out
So,
how he got a career. How did that happen?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Why are you hating on Paul Walker?
Whoa.
Sorry.
Throw some shade on.
That was shady.
I
I
think he went
shouldn't
meant to-
speak ill of the dead.
Yeah, I think he went to medieval times. Billy Connolly was in the film, I think.
You don't
Maybe
need to
Gerald
go-
Butler.
Yeah.
I think it was called Time Code. But I know what you're talking about, like the Mike Figgis movie.
Yeah, it's like 4 films
Yeah,
happening
yeah.
at the same time.
That might be called Time Code.
I don't know. I don't know.
So I
Before we
should
go on to
research.
the next one, Sam, do you want to share it? Because it's doing quite well.
Yeah, I would love to share it. Why don't you guys do your thing, and
Yeah.
I'll go and share myself.
Short film, animated. Well, this is obviously going to be pear cider made from 100% pears and cigarettes.
Is that a real thing?
No, it's just pear cider and
Sorry,
cigarettes.
Sam.
Oh, okay.
So I like Stuart Lee's comedies, so I thought I'd
Uh,
make a reference.
Alright, I'm going to be
Blind
sharing
Pressure,
this
Borrowed
video now.
Time, Pearl Cider and Cigarettes, Pearl Piper.
Wouldn't it have been cool if we'd watched these movies
I feel like
and were able to talk about them?
I've got a couple of like bets going on
Yeah.
with.
Whoa,
Whoa. I'm going to feedback loop.
Sorry,
What are you saying?
I've got a few bets going on with
Yeah.
these, and my feeling is that like it really comes down to these 2 categories, like short film. And
Oh, right, yeah.
Where it's just kind of like
Kind
you
of a
know,
bit random.
yeah, and you kind of like the whole thing could like hinge on
Yeah,
just
yeah,
those 2 categories.
What did you pick?
So I'm doing one tomorrow, and then I've done one with some workmates as well, and I've tried to like differentiate them. So
Yeah.
I've on this one that I've just done, I've gone for like an all La La Land.
Yeah.
But my suspicion is that actually, like, I think maybe either Manchester by the Sea or Moonlight might sort of like
Swoop in.
swoop in and sort
Yeah.
of like steal the evening, because this is just like going on a bit of like the last 2 years. So Boyhood,
You should lean in a bit,
Yeah.
Dan, by the way. So-
Boyhood and The Revenant were both sort of like on the road to the
Yeah,
Oscars,
yeah.
right? They both won Golden Globes and they both won BAFTAs, and they were both weirdly snubbed, even though everyone sort of thought it was like a safe bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe La La Land might be the same thing, because I don't know when like the voting ends for the Oscars, but I feel like it was probably going on around the same time. There was all this sort of backlash.
Bit of a la back
Yeah.
la lash, yeah.
And I don't know if that sort of like informed it a little bit.
Maybe.
Emily has been educating us on sound editing and sound mixing.
Oh no, just so.
She says, "Hey guys, I would class sound editing as the use of sound effects and everything that's cut in sound-wise. Star Wars mega sound editing as all the laser guns and X-wings sound great. That's true. Sound mixing is the balance of the whole film, how well the music sits, the clarity of the dialogue, the overall balance of the film. I would say I think La La Land may get best mixing because of the use of songs,
Fair enough. Well, we must defer to the professionals.
to the expertise. Absolutely. I think it's quite fun getting immediate pro feedback on sort of garbled,
That's cool.
ignorant chit chat.
Thanks, Emily,
Thanks, Emily.
for
Yeah.
putting it far more eloquently than I could, which was just, you know.
Yeah, you really fucked up.
Yeah,
I don't think you shouldn't. I should have asked you. You should have just waited. You should have just waited. So, production design. Few great-looking movies here. Passengers. Come on. Michael Sheen had robotic legs in it. That's pretty cool. No, I didn't watch it, so I
It'll
can't
be
comment
La La
on
Land,
that.
won't it?
Probably it'll be La La Land.
Because it's got all the different dresses she wears.
Yeah.
She wears the different suits. Very,
Yeah.
very colourful.
I don't like the fact that in La La Land he invites her to go see a movie with him, and he turns up wearing a tie and a jacket.
Yeah.
Like, I get that the
Power
movie is
play.
trying to. Well, the movie is trying to evoke like a classic kind of masculinity or whatever. But I feel like that's just retro. Like, does anyone do that? Even if you're
Yeah,
going to see
that-
an old movie, would you wear a tie and a?
Yeah. I'd wear a
Like,
cummerbund. And
I feel like,
a bow tie.
cummerbund.
Yeah.
Just like they used to when they were going on dates. That old 1940s look.
I
Like
dress.
your evening cummerbund.
I feel like it's overdoing it, overcompensating with it, like a first date to go like all out.
Yeah,
with
wearing a suit and a tie, like, that's
mean-
too much. She's in like fancy dress, which makes sense because she's been out for a fancy meal.
Yeah,
But for him, it doesn't make sense.
no.
So I didn't approve of it. So that's why I shouldn't win. Although costume design is different, isn't it?
But isn't like keeping with his character? He's like a pretentious.
Pretentious douchebag who wears drives his like
Yeah, everything's vintage
disgusting
and
vintage convertible.
you never see him in just some track bombs and a.
Shall I?
No,
read this
he
out?
probably
He's a bit
he
weird
probably
on my
sleeps
screen.
in it.
Shall I do that?
Oh yeah. Excellent. We got a full Dan head now, which is very nice. Yeah, that's more of the world of costumes that we're discussing here rather than production design.
Speaking of which, it's music.
Speaking of which, music. Wait, I want to decide what I want to win production design.
All right.
I want Fantastic Beasts. I don't know. Fantastic Beasts or Hell's Season. They both had cool production design. Actually, Arrivals is also good. Not La La Land. Any of the others. Right.
yeah.
Original song.
We know all these songs, right?
We got 2 songs from La La Land. Everyone agrees that the songs in La La Land were not good.
Dreaming sometimes.
Don't wake them up. Admit that
Well,
it's good to be
keep
foolish. Keep it foolish
foolish.
all the time.
Keep
Tell
it
your
foolish.
boyfriend to pursue your dreams. You can't have both.
Yeah,
Wasn't that?
Yeah.
That was it, right?
that was
Yeah.
it.
That's why I decided never to love again. I'm too busy pursuing my career ambitions.
I'm
My-
exactly like Ryan Gosling, except I don't want to become a jazz musician. I want to collect stamps. And I'm just going to
Yeah.
pursue that ambition to the exclusion of love. And I assume it will make me as cool as him.
Yeah.
I'm not going to... I'm going to be like one of those... I'm going to be from that subreddit where men go their own way.
But oh right, and then going there.
Yeah. That's going to be me. And it's because it was a message of La La Land. So I just want to thank Damien
But
for...
what if you
Lighting my
you
heart.
sell out and you get like a job at the post office or something, and you give up your ambitions?
But that's not saying out. That's just like... All you got to do is work in
That's
the post...
going where stamps are.
That's actually just being pragmatic. That's just pragmatism.
Yeah.
You know, ultimately doing that is correct because it enables you to be rich.
I reckon City of Stars will win.
Oh really? Because I
It's
my
not
feeling
really-
is people seem to be saying City of Stars, and maybe I'm totally wrong, but I feel like Audition is the song that like totally celebrates and vindicates everyone in that room.
Oh,
Yeah,
right, yeah,
So it's
That's-
kind of like,
that's a good
here's
point.
to you, Hollywood.
That's true. Yeah,
It's like a big slap on the back for
I
them all.
can, yeah.
yeah. It's a whole room full of fools who dream.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
I
they
can-
dreamt.
They dreamt.
and also like these other songs, like I don't feel like they had that much of an impact.
Well, I feel like City of Stars. I can't tell if it's catchy or just because it was on every trailer for like 4 months. So like that sort of little loop.
and it also plays repeatedly in the movie as well
Yeah.
to remind you.
So I don't know if it's just Stockholm syndrome being into
City of Stars. He's got a funny voice, doesn't he, Ryan Gosling? It's a funny
Black
singing
couple on a
voice.
pier.
No.
Do you mind if I take your wife? Here's your hat. I'll be on my way. I don't know what is the song about.
Who knows? I don't know
I
what
always
it's
think
about.
like
I don't
those
know what any
songs,
songs are about.
like this is becoming a bit of a Lala and Parlon, but like the songs like appear at the wrong points in the movie. Like City of Stars obviously have like a very successful date, right? And then like the
Yeah, you're
the
right. It's got a
au-
mournful song.
yeah, a mournful song, and then like the audition thing when she's singing her heart out. That should be on her opening night, her one man show, right?
Yeah.
She sings her heart out, and then like there's only 6 people there clapping.
And no one
Yeah.
likes it.
No one likes it, and it's like that's what the whole song's about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fool's their dream.
But it's like it came just before I was immediately gratified with with success.
You know what I love about that audition is the fact that she's like going for a movie which is both very high profile, will make her a successful star, and is also a kind of indie like artist like fulfillment
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
We've got a budget of $1 billion. It's just going to be you wandering around Paris dreaming. You can do whatever you want.
Well, there's that similar mentality of like I think all he understands is jazz and nothing else because he doesn't understand like business or like how things
No.
work. Because there's that where it's like we've got this like blockbuster movie, but there's no script and we're just going to shoot it.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like
This is Avatar 7. We're taking a brand new approach.
Exactly, yeah. Do you want, and then the bit with John Legend where he's like, I'm putting together this jazz fusion band. I'll pay you like 10 grand a week or something like that. It's like a jazz fusion band doing like these sellout tours. Like, it's not like 2002. No one's seeing this music anymore.
It takes place in an alternate universe where Later with Jules Holland is the biggest TV show in the world.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's not Later anymore. It's just called Jules Holland, and it broadcasts 18 hours a day. Everyone watches it,
and everyone's there,
it's just constant jazz
like pulling
fusion.
their hair out like they did with watching the Beatles or something like that.
But also, like when he actually goes to that concert, that's not a jazz fusion song. What is like that song?
The style seems to totally.
The style's
change.
really different. It's just like sort of laid back, chilled out. Well, it's like kind of pop. Basically, isn't it?
Electro
little pop with a synth
stuff.
keyboard thing. Yeah,
there's not really much jazz to it.
It's not jazzy.
Just before we move on, LJ sent me a message, independent of the...
What?
Independent
LJ,
of the
we've got to use the thing, that's why we're doing this. You've got to use the technology.
Yeah, so...
what's LJ saying in private to you?
She says, Moana's got this, I've been singing it all day long.
Wow.
So,
Case
I haven't
closed.
seen Moana, but...
Is it like a sequel song to Let It Go? How far I'll go.
How far I'll go.
How far I'll go. How far will I go? Go so far. Yeah.
This is great. I can see where you get all your jingle material from. You could just like do
well, we actually workshop it. It's like that movie that she's auditioning for. When we're deciding on doing a new jingle, Danny and I, we pay ourselves $10,000 a week, and we would go to a hut and we just sing nonsense at each other, and then hit jingles come out. So
Music.
Original score.
Well, La La Land will win, but Jackie and Moonlight are both super strong.
Yeah, absolutely. Although Moonlight,
I think Moonlight's movie is
it's got a very
personally my favourite of the two.
Yeah.
The music in Moonlight is extremely good, but it's part of it is also the non-original stuff that is used as well.
Yeah.
Kind of adds to the whole atmosphere of the film. I really want to see Jackie. I think the score is more of an attraction for me to see Jackie than anything else in the movie, because I like Mika Levy.
That's a bit like what it's like.
Yeah. Well, that sounds good.
But imagine that with 9 instruments.
It's a bit keening.
Yeah, it's just just waves of sound.
All right, there's not a
Waves
lot
of
of
sound.
Okay, LJ's just sent us a link to the song of How Far I'll Go.
I don't know if
from
we can interrupt this critical live stream.
Well, also I
listen to
don't
this
want to get taken down.
Okay, guys,
copyright
makeup and
notice.
hairstyling. Definitely a man called Ove. I'm calling it.
That guy, his hair and makeup was spectacular. What is this film? Have you heard of it?
No idea. Wouldn't it be amazing if
Why are there only
Suicide Squad
three-
won
One makeup
Oscar?
and hair. Yeah, it was
There's
so
the
good.
Oscar-winning Suicide
That
Squad.
would be amazing.
Wiley, because it'd be one of the worst
Put that on
films
the
made.
cover,
Yeah.
Yeah,
For the 10-year anniversary DVD, Oscar-winning film.
that would
Suicide Squad.
be incredible. I actually hope that it wins for that reason. Was
Well-
there really good makeup and hairstyling in it? They had to put all those tattoos on the Mexican man, didn't they?
Yeah. Star Trek Beyond. One of them was blue. One of them was
They had to paint Idris Elba blue every day. It's not easy to do that.
paint. What's her name? Sophia Botella, is it?
Yeah, you just paint lines on her
She had to
face.
be white.
Yeah.
And there's a little Deep Roy was that little alien.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to have some prosthetics. They
Yeah.
had to dye Simon Pegg's hair. He's not a natural brunette.
Oh, you're right. Actually, that was actually spectacular. When I watched that movie, it was actually hard for me to concentrate on the film. I was so impressed by the dye job.
Yeah.
It was uncannily
And
good.
Spock's got a very regimental haircut. Had to get his fringe really straight.
Yeah, it's not easy to get it that straight.
And
A
have the
fringe.
sort of what's it, the weird space sideburns where they're slightly diagonal for some reason.
That's and only an alien can grow sideburns
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that. Only an alien would have a bowl cut that perfect.
In Suicide Squad was the Crocodile Man.
Oh, that was good actually.
Yeah, but was that prosthetics or was
Yeah.
that CGI?
I think it was a combination of the two.
Oh, okay.
I forgot.
think-
And with Harley Quinn as well.
It's another one of the examples of the years, we'll have black people on a movie, but they have to be covered in thick layers of
Yeah,
computer
but-
graphics and makeup.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
that Native American character who died 2 seconds in.
Oh yeah,
He
that
can
guy.
climb anything.
Oh yeah.
That was so good. Slipknot. He
Slipknot,
can
yeah.
climb anything.
Climb up there, he's dead.
That was
He
incredible.
died doing what he loved,
Yeah.
climbing.
Oh man, I love it.
Hello, Mum. I've got a part in a DC movie.
I honestly love the way that they have so many different introduction scenes in the movie. Every character is introduced about 4 times.
Yeah,
And
except him.
except him. His introduction lasts for 1 second. All we know about him is that he can climb anything, and then the only thing he does is climb something, and then he's immediately murdered. Fantastic! What a film! I would happily watch it again. So, Man Called Ove. So, wait, this is a foreign language, but it's still...
So makeup and hairstyle. I don't know this film.
Well, it must have pretty fucking good makeup and hairstyling.
Foreign language film. I
Have
feel
any of these
like
movies come out here? None of these movies have come out
Well,
here.
The
The
Salesman-
Salesman's about to come out.
It's playing tomorrow for free in Trafalgar
Ah.
Square.
Oh, right, okay.
You
Cool.
hear about this? I think Sadiq Khan is just trolling Trump because the director of The Salesman is not going to the Oscars because he was part of the Muslim ban. He spoke about it.
right,
The guy
right,
wrote,
right.
yeah.
his name I forget, he did A Separation
And
uh,
something else.
and
yeah.
this. And so I think Sadiq is like just trolling Trump by organising a free screening of The Salesman tomorrow.
Yeah, because he's welcome here.
He's welcome here in London.
Yeah.
I reckon Tony Erdmann's shooing, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what these other movies are? Like, do you know what
Well, that's the
Tanner is?
thing.
Or...
No, but I feel like the fact that Tony Erdmann has already been greenlit for a remake is kind of like they just have to fucking give it an Oscar, just to like
Yeah.
to give it some
so that they can sell the remake.
so they can sell the remake.
So the remake will be like
Yeah.
you
The
know,
remake of the
Oscar-winning.
Oscar-winning-
Yeah.
It'd be cool,
probably.
yeah, and then it'd be great if it wins because then we'd see Marinati make her speech, and
Yeah.
I'd like to see her and
Yeah.
Sandra Hüller.
Yeah, absolutely. That's cheap.
It's sort of like
Just get to see him up
selfishly,
on
I just want to
stage.
see the people who make the best speeches. So
That's a good way to pick them.
yeah, like I don't really care about Damien Chazelle, but
No.
I'd like, I'd happily see Barry Jenkins make a speech. He just seems like a cooler guy, more eloquent. Film editing,
Film editing,
Moonlight.
Moonlight. That's
Moonlight.
that's actually a really well edited movie.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the few movies where I feel like I could look at it because so much of it is in the way it's constructed, and so much of the like atmosphere of the movie is based on the pace and the
It's really
ebb and
well
flow of
edited.
it.
Yeah.
That that's a big part of the film, and,
And
should
also, it's
win.
the first black editor nominated. Black team.
Is that true?
I don't know if it's definitely it's a black woman who's edited it. I don't know if it's the first black person or first
First
black
black
woman.
woman.
But yeah, it would be a landmark
Yeah.
Wow.
Oscar win.
Well, it would be deservedly
Yeah,
won
very
as well.
good.
But I feel like La La Land will get in as well because that's like
Because there's normally what wins best picture wins best editing. isn't it?
wow, it's like very obviously edited as well, isn't it? It's like very loud editing.
But also, Chazelle loves the long shots. You don't need to do as
Yeah.
much editing for them.
Oh, that's true. There's lots of sweeping.
Lots of sweeping, long tracking shots and stuff. Like the whole first dance sequence, there's no editing.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
Do
there
you
is.
have to edit it?
Yeah,
Well,
there
there is.
There is bullshit. Like I hate one takes, which claim to be one takes.
Well, apparently it was true.
Still
I don't know,
not
maybe it
cool.
wasn't. It did look, when I was
Cool.
watching it, I was sure that there was a guy in a purple t-shirt who was like completely made of CGI. I
Yeah.
thought they had one dancer right at the end. He's kind of like hopping over the barriers. He's like the last one who's still active, and I was like, I don't think that's a real person. I
Yeah.
think they made him up.
someone dropped out like
Someone dropped out. Someone he
Half an hour
fell
before they
over.
shot.
But they had to. It's like, well, it's too bad. Like, unfortunately, we're running out of time on this. The freeway has to be used for cars now.
digitally recreate.
And they were just, oh, it's fine. We'll get the Cushing team in, and
Yeah,
they'll just
totally.
recreate this man and have him flip.
They had the guy who
Flipping and
played
jumping.
Peter Cushing learn all the mannerisms of this one extra.
That guy as well. Yeah.
Just to do this one backflip.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know. It always seems a bit like arbitrary, the editing stuff.
Yeah. Well, I hope
it should be-
Moonlight
Moonlight
wins,
wins.
because that's, great.
Documentary shorts. Obviously, one of these films. They're probably all very good.
What good titles? Yeah. Have you heard of? Do you know anything about these movies?
What did you put down in your
Isn't-
sweepstakes?
There's an Iron Man
I really
comics arc
did just
called
like
Extremis.
close my eyes and like take a box. It wasn't. I think I went for Joe's violin because
I'm
that,
going for Joe's
I
Violin.
imagined what it would sound like them reading it out and what would be the most like. And the Oscar goes to
Joe's violin.
Joe's violin because
Yeah.
it sounds like.
And like that, the violin is what comes up to collect the award.
Yeah,
Like it just trundles
I'll
up on
make
the
sure
back
this
of the
gets
robot.
to Joe.
Oh, there's just like the guy who made it, just like an empty seat with like a case.
Yeah.
A violin poking out.
Yeah.
Comes up and just like, this is the world's biggest violin, played just for Joe.
Just for Joe, the world's biggest violin,
Documentary, another diverse.
making it in fact a viola.
Another very diverse group.
Yeah, I think.
Do you mean like this is like a lot of movies about black people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
OJ
I mean,
made
I'm
in
Not Your
America.
Negro isn't out here yet, is it?
No, it isn't. But we got tickets to see it in March, and
Um,
I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, I am as well. It looks really cool. the OJ. This is the one that's just gone up on iPlayer. Right?
Yeah,
The
it is
9 hour.
10. Yeah, 9 hours. Sorry.
Well, it should win based on that. It's much
Yeah.
longer than the other films.
But I'm wondering if it won't win just because the people, no one fucking watched it.
It's too long.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
But it was like
But when you get the screener from the Academy, you're like,
Yeah.
really?
Watching my lunch break. Are you fucking kidding me?
But do you think, like, in a slightly cynical way, like, people know who OJ is? Like,
Yeah.
he's like a celebrity, and like, it's such a big
Oh,
cultural
okay,
landmark
yeah.
that it has a certain
That's
cachet,
true.
and people would just like maybe pop it on and watch the first. It's very like gripping. I think like if you start to watch it, you'll finish it.
Yeah, I started watching it, but I didn't.
This is what documentary. This is like one of those better categories where there's usually reliably good, right? Like the foreign language.
There's just like very little politics involved in it.
So they just actually have some good quality movies.
Well,
I don't know
remember-
what Life Animated or Fire at Sea.
13th, she's the only. I think same with Marinette. Are they the only woman
Black
nominated?
Walnuts.
No, just
Oh, only woman
in general for like the creative for horse.
Yeah.
The creative for horse. The creative for horse. Creative force behind a
Yes.
film.
Yes, she is a horse to be reckoned with. A horse of nature. Ava DuVernay. Ava DuVernay.
Do you remember a few years ago when the act of killing lost out to that 5 feet from
20 feet from
20
start.
feet from start?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, which is like, it's fine. I think I haven't seen Life Animated.
No, it was-
but
wait, was
the
it-
idea of it is like quite. sort
Look
of
at the
feel
look of
good
silence.
and-
Not actually.
It was Act of Killing.
Yeah.
Oh, was there actually? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It's about the kid who like Disney movies help him to communicate,
Yeah,
right?
and again, it's another sort of like entertainment industry is vindicated. Through,
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
that's what Life Animated is.
Mm.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
it's on iPad, I think.
Yeah, I keep meaning to watch it because it looks really interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if that might,
Yeah.
come in sort of slightly out of left
Uh,
field.
Maybe, yeah.
The Oscars have got to prove themselves not racist this year.
That's true. Do you? but do you think that they've
I don't
already
think
done
they
that
care.
just in the nomination?
I think the thing is that I don't think that has a real effect because that might have an effect if the Academy was only comprised of 6 guys and they all spoke to each other, but
Yeah.
because it's like the thousands,
Yeah.
then they don't feel the collective responsibility in that way. Like you might feel like you might agree in principle that the Academy should cater to a more diverse audience, or whatever, nominate more diverse films. But from a personal perspective, you'll just put whatever movie you like the best.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they probably aren't thinking about some sort of like affirmative action type stuff.
No.
It's just is going to be like
Well, that's
all this
the
sort of,
thing.
like
When
white
all the-
Hollywood people voting for movies about white Hollywood people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When the sort of Oscars so white controversy was like at its peak, the sort of messaging behind it seemed to be that people sort of thought that people, people on the Oscar board were just like in like this room,
Yeah.
like Illuminati board. It's like time to marginalise all black people.
Yeah.
But it's people just voting independently, which just comes out as
Yeah,
like
and
a
not
sort of
and probably not giving that
sketchy
much thought into
consensus. Exactly, probably not giving that much thought
it.
into it.
Yeah.
So I think maybe, the nominations themselves will probably just sort of like,
Yeah. I agree.
Costume design.
Jackie will win, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
costumes.
And she looks like Jackie.
She looks like
Onassis,
Jackie.
And she's wearing the same stuff.
Well, you don't need to
Yeah.
do costume design for that. Or maybe you do, actually. You probably do. It's probably not that easy. But I'm saying that you just look at a photo and go, that.
How you just reduced an entire
Right.
industry's craft.
Yeah, but in these other movies, they have to make up them from. You got to think what they're going to look like. You don't have to think about that with Jackie. You know what they should look like. You're starting like ahead on the the creative process.
So you think Fantastic Beasts should win because they have to invent everything?
Yeah, they had to decide what all of the beasts were going to be wearing, what clothes they were going to have on.
Yeah.
What kind of
The
pants
little
the beasts are
niffler.
wearing?
Well, yeah, exactly. You got to think about that. It's like there's a giant rhino beast with a glowing brain. Like, but what kind of tie would it wear? That's a hard question to ask someone who's working in costume design.
I think La La Land will win it because the
Colours.
dresses are different colours.
Yeah, the dresses are
I'm conscious of the
demonstrably different
the
colours.
time.
All right, we should skip ahead to the big guns. Oh, we're kind of getting there
So
anyway.
do
Yeah, we're getting there.
Cinematography, hopefully Moonlight will win
Hopefully.
it.
Oh, cool! Science did get an award. I thought
That's
it got
good. Silence,
All right.
Silence is a beautifully photographed movie.
Rodrigo Prieto.
It's got a great crucifixion scene. Looks lovely. A couple of crucifixion scenes.
The most beautiful.
I've only
Yes,
seen the
beautiful.
bottom 3, but those are all great movies.
I actually haven't seen any of these.
I have only seen Zootopia.
Nine is supposed to be great. Kubo is supposed to be great. That's a great...
Great bunch of movies.
Great
Yay.
bunch of movies!
Great work, Academy. I love it. Great movies. I hope. Well, I can't
Why
wait
did
Zootopia
they-
to win. It's a very complicated movie. It's
Why
very
did,
good.
why did they change the title of My Life as a...
I don't know what a courgette is.
They don't know what the fuck a
In
courgette
America.
is. Yeah.
They call zucchinis courgettes, or courgettes zucchinis. Like, well, there's a few words like that. I don't know.
Well, like they call
Rocket.
rocket arugula and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
My life as a arugula.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kubo won
We
the
haven't seen all these
BAFTAs,
movies to decide.
but Zootopia, diversity,
Yeah.
race issues, all getting along,
Well, I like-
embracing differences.
It's got it all.
It's
Trump.
this is a very like Zootopia is a good movie to appeal to the kind of like post-Trump liberal imagination, isn't it?
Yeah,
About people cooperating and like overcoming bigots and stuff.
exactly.
Okay, actor in a supporting role.
Are they ranked in actually the odds? Of
Right.
who will win?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mahershala's got to win it, right? He's like just been sweeping
Well, it might be,
everything.
but didn't Dev Patel win the BAFTAs?
But he was like, well, I think that was like
Deep
just a
pass.
home crowd.
The home
And he
advantage.
seems so nice.
Yeah.
And he's just not as good.
he's
And
not
also,
as good.
he's the lead. I would just not vote for him on principle.
These are great performances. I mean, Lucas Hedges, I think, is also in with a shot.
Michael Shannon's by far and away the best thing. In
Michael
this
Shannon's the best thing in Eternal Animals. Lucas Hedges is really, really good in Manchester by the Sea. I don't think Jeff Bridges should win for Hell High Water because it's such a Bridges-y performance. And it's pretty good, but it's like, you
Yeah.
know, I don't think he's really stretching himself.
Sure.
Yeah, and Mahershala Ali is excellent in Moonlight. I'm very happy
Yeah.
to see him do it.
Also, he's so hot and cool. I love to see his speech.
That's right.
Total babe.
He'd probably give a very sexy speech.
Actor in the leading role. Andrew Garfield has got to win it for
Give it to
man.
Garfield.
Worst soldier ever, right?
Yeah.
Now I won't
can't
pick up
touch a
no gun, sir.
I'd like to work on your farm, but I don't touch hoes.
Could you
I don't touch cows.
Could you cut my birthday cake? I won't pick up no knife, sir. I'll just use a spoon.
When the birthday cake has been cut, I'll put it back together. That's what I do.
God, you fucking useless.
I've heard some different things about Hacksaw Ridge, so it's not actually out here, is it?
No, I think it's been and gone.
It's been and gone.
Like, quite,
Is it?
Yeah.
It's happened.
Oh, God.
It happened. Yeah. Mm.
I didn't, couldn't get through the trailer. laughing.
It did have a very comical trailer.
Yeah, I kicked a grenade.
With this, do you reckon Casey Affleck's sexual assault charges will affect?
I feel like probably not. He won BAFTA, right? I think
Yeah.
he's probably the one to beat. He'll probably win it.
But I think this is like a much more. I don't know. Like he probably will win it, but I feel like people really like Denzel Washington. People really like Ryan Gosling, and it might be a bit more split than you. I know they never like tally up the votes. It's not like an election night or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But I reckon if he won it, I don't know by what kind of margin. I wouldn't be surprised. Like if
But, like,
Denzel Washington did like swoop in at the end, I wouldn't be totally surprised.
Yeah.
I bet Gosling's not doing a very awardsy performance in La La Land.
Everyone just likes him. He's
Everyone
so
just likes him,
He's
yeah.
so great.
It's
He's
a
a
bit
great
odd. I
guy.
think it's a bit of an odd nomination. It's like,
But
I know people love the movie, but
It'd be a bit weird to like watch that film and then be like, so this is the only one an award for?
yeah,
So-
exactly. Yeah, it's not. Well, it's not a very like Oscar-winning type performance, right? It's
No.
not like. But Casey Affleck's
I
one
guess he
is
did
a sort
mention
of like
that, yeah.
tortured soul is much more.
Yeah.
But do you like get an Oscar just for learning to do things?
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
sure.
I guess. Well, I
Like-
guess as an actor, it's like you put in a lot of effort into your.
You can tell he's acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like he's not doing as much obvious acting as like Leo in The Revenant, you know,
Yeah. He's not crawling.
where he's
and
like,
playing.
I'm gonna eat this liver in the hope that there's an Oscar inside of it. Actress in a supporting role is Viola Davis won at BAFTAs, right?
Yeah, she's gonna win it.
Yeah,
I think it's like you wouldn't be able to.
probs.
It should be Naomi Harris. I
Wouldn't
would say.
make any sense if Michelle Williams won as good as she is in Manchester by the Sea. She's only in like 3 scenes.
It's a real shame because I feel like Viola Davis would win Best Lead Actress as well. She's got the momentum behind her. It's her time.
Yeah, it's another one where it's like not really supporting.
So, like, I mean, it's a shame that she's taking Naomi Harris's Oscar in a way.
Yeah.
Like, because then it would be a case of like 3 out of the 4 acting categories would be black.
Yeah, that'd be
Like
cool.
a year after Oscars So White.
Yeah, that'd be
But
excellent.
now
yeah.
it's going to be 2 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because like in the Best Actress, do we think it's going to be Emma Stone again?
I
Do you
think
that Natalie Portman's in with a shout.
Uh,
It's really cool that Isabelle Humpert's got a nomination here, by the way.
I had a thought on the way over about Florence Foster Jenkins.
Give us your thought about Florence Foster Jenkins.
I think this is a Jimmy Kimmel joke in the making.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Because she was dissing Trump
Yeah.
at the last award show, and Florence Foster Jenkins is about a woman with no talent,
Yeah.
but has loads of money and gets to be
Just
like
buys her way into
buys her way into
something.
stuff, and everyone has to applaud her and humour her, even though she's got no talent.
That's a good
And
point.
Trump
Yeah.
Also
somehow
is- yeah.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
will form
Yeah.
a joke. I don't know in what form.
Yeah.
All the seeds are there. For,
You're absolutely
Probably
right.
True, yeah.
Kimmel's team has got to be refining that one right now.
Yeah.
Team Kimmel's
Yeah.
hard work.
Do you reckon I'll make some crass joke about Jackie and the president being assassinated? I'm like, the
Yeah.
good old days when presidents just had their head blown off.
Yeah. We had a bit of say what you like about those days, but there was some accountability.
I'm just wondering what the Trump spin will be on every movie, you know.
Yeah.
The president's in his own. La, la, land.
Yeah, La La Land or what? Yeah, exactly.
That'd be-
That will be it.
Yeah.
that'd be it.
Isabelle Huppert. I wish Trump was raped while his cat watched.
Oh god.
I don't know how
That
you
would
make
be
a joke
good.
out of
That
it.
would be
Is
a
that
good
towards the
joke.
end of the evening where like he's sort of run out of steam?
He's a bit drunk by that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he stops reading his auto cue, and he's just like,
Yeah.
I don't need this. I'm funnier than
Yeah.
these guys.
Yeah.
I just come up with stuff. Best director,
It's
Lorne
it's
again,
out, isn't
Damien
it?
Do you think-
or Barry.
I think Damien's
Barry.
a shoe in, but it should go to Baz.
Do you think
The Bazza.
also there's a element of like they want to nominate or like they want to give it to someone who's young, like show that they're not out of touch in a way, like
Yeah.
christen the new Hollywood, like
yeah,
I don't know, it's like just vindicate young filmmakers.
yeah. I think that's one of the things people like about Damien Chazelle is how young he is.
Yeah, I think
All
youth
these
is a
like
big
old
part of
people
it.
are flattered by the fact that he's made this movie that calls back
Yeah,
to old Hollywood
if he was
films.
in his mid-50s.
But he's only 30. Whoa.
Yeah, if he was 20 years older, would there be the same kind of conversation around him as like?
Yeah.
It's just the fact that he's sort of like made something so flashy so young.
Well, part of like the justification for liking La La Land has been that it's a kind of very millennial film, but like that reading makes the film more depressing and hollow in a way
Yeah.
because all the things,
Yeah, this
aspects
is the
of,
voice of my generation.
well, like, all the aspects of their romance that are being like classed as millennial are things that are bad.
Yeah.
It's like you know, they're very pragmatic. They put their careers first. Like you know, that's what modern dating is like. It's very much like you know, you pick people up, put them down, whatever. It's like, well, that's fucking horrible. Like, I don't want that to be the message. Yeah, he's probably gonna. So we're basically thinking that, like, for the top things, it's gonna be La La Land, director, best
Yeah.
pick.
Best
Well,
picture, I think probably Save Money is on La La Land, but I have a sneaky suspicion either Moonlight or Manchester by the Sea.
Well, I
might,
think that
swoop in.
It comes back to the like this thing of preferential voting, and
Yeah.
it's like what is more likely to be the number one. I don't think Moonlight or La La Land would get over 50% on number one best pick.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
which one? I think it could
Interesting
be
if
maybe
they
like a
released-
numbers
I
game.
wish they
So
released the breakdown. That would be really interesting.
so like I don't know if people would put La La Land as like second or third, or I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how they rank them. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it. I think the safe way is La La Land, but like you were saying, something might.
I was going to get us
sweep
back
in.
up for the end.
Um,
Well, can we go back to our Facebook page? See if we got any more.
oh yeah, no, I'm monitoring it. There's nothing at the moment.
Any more comments?
Nothing?
No, at the moment.
Well, there must be some technical difficulties that are stopping the thousands of comments from coming through. But that's
Shall we?
okay.
Well, should we wrap up by talking about what you think Jimmy Kimmel's hosting is going to be like?
Yeah, sure.
Trump
He's
bashing.
a bit of a safe choice, I guess, Kimmel, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got to be of all of the late night show hosts. He's got to be the one who's got the least personality.
Yeah, he is not someone I pay a particular amount of attention to, just because
Yeah.
his stuff's kind of a bit like.
He's just like
It's fine,
very
isn't it?
average kind of levels of late night smarm. right?
Yeah.
He's like Fallon, but with a bit more low energy.
Hey man,
He's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when he has people
Not
on,
as drunk.
he's not as bad as Jimmy Fallon, who's like a complete sycophant over all of his guests.
Yeah, literally everybody.
Yeah.
Like, if he had Richard Spencer on, he'd be immediately doing some like
Yeah.
Um,
well, he had Trump on, didn't he? Like pre-election, he was like ruffling his hair.
having a great time with him. Yeah.
And I feel like
Yeah. Do
um,
you think the Roots hate him? Really, they don't really like
They
him.
probably
They don't really fucking hate him. It's like, how much money? Like, gonna have to put another zero on that, Jimmy,
Yeah, yeah.
for another
But
season.
I'm always a bit like I find that relationship a little bit uncomfortable. There's something thing on Colbert as well.
The sort of
like,
black band.
leader who's like he's constantly like calling back to in order to make sure he's authentic or whatever.
Yeah.
right, okay.
It's like I'm cool. I've got this
Yeah.
like black guy on the piano who sits
Questlove says
he's
it's
6 feet away from me and makes
Yeah.
sure that I'm cool at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if Kimmel has that. I don't know if he even has a line.
Yeah, I reckon there's going to be a Trump spin on all the movies.
He's going to come out.
Right.
He's going to be dressed as fucking Trump. It's all going to be Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole evening, I think. He's going to describe it as top Trumps.
Do you reckon there's going to be an opening comedy bit, like, of him in the movies?
Yeah.
Like,
What, like Home Alone 2 style of like what Jimmy Kimmel? You mean?
Yeah, sorry, Jimmy Kimmel, like inserted himself into like La La Land and stuff. He does a bit of a
okay.
song and dance, and then he's in Arrival, and then like
Yeah.
there's some shitty joke about I don't know.
Could be...
Maybe like the aliens are just like firing out Donald Trump's tweets, and people trying to figure out what they mean.
That'd be that'd be good. If they don't do that,
That would be good.
then you're instantly better than
Yeah.
everyone. Running.
God, I should be writing the
Yeah.
Oscars.
It says "See you in court."
I'll be disappointed if no one gets like squirted with hot black ink in a reference to Arrival, but also as a kind of gunge-based gag.
Yeah.
Sort of like a bit of a callback to a popular form of humour in 90s game shows.
What, just getting like covered in ooze.
But with all the Best Picture nominees, like Arrival's got more gunge than most in the plot. Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And they've got a
Don't
cap.
you think? Don't you agree?
Don't you agree with me?
It's probably
Am I crazy? I mean, I'm on the same planet as these guys. A lot of gunge, and they should capitalise on that for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Well, just as we're wrapping up, I've just got a notification from Facebook saying, "Keep going. We're telling your followers to join your video.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
We're still spreading the word that you're live." So,
Guys, Facebook is taking pity on us, and the shame of that is going to force us to shut this down. So, thank you for watching. If anyone is still out there in the dark,
If you're up late tomorrow watching the Oscars, we're going to be doing some live tweeting.
we're going to be tweeting.
Hot
Follow
takes.
us on the tweets.
Yeah,
Sure, of
probably.
course we are.
Yeah,
you think
sure.
You think I'm just going to watch and not
got all your jokes and
broadcast my
your
views?
memes ready to drop.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working tomorrow on my memes. I'm going to get a stack of memes. I'm going to have 15 memes. I'm going to be firing them off one a minute, and then obviously that won't last very long. Wait, have we got a comment?
Hold on, that might just be
No, it's just a like. But a like is welcome. Thank you, Jay Batten, for that like. So we'll finish off on that like, which is a nice touch.
Yeah.
Nice note to end on. And yeah, I guess we'll do another one of these. I feel like this has been more successful than the first one. All of our
You can hear us.
only one conversation at the same happening at one time, all audible. Brilliant. And yeah, join us tomorrow via Twitter if you like, and if not, catch you soon and listen to our next episode. Come out tomorrow. Cool. Bye.
Bye.